أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So with this inshallah I invite all of you all for the revision and Prasad, I'll just make you the host first so that you can take control of the people who are joining. You're already the host. بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله إن خير الكتاب فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الحديث حديث محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. So with this, I welcome all of you to the revision class of the last 5 chapters. But like we normally do before, the first 10 minutes will take revision of the first part, also the Quran part that we had done. So alhamdulillah, in the first 19 chapters, we have been able to cover a lot of grammar. And in the last chapter, we had taken Surah Al-Baqarah, wherein we saw that most of the ayats we are able to translate just by the knowledge of the first 19 chapters that we have done. Only very few words were new in that particular thing. So we just take a revision of that. So inshallah, I'll begin with that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ألف لام and mim. So these are huruf muqatta'at and the meaning of that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. So it is like a challenge that is there in front of us, that Allah Ta'ala has given just those alphabets like ABC and then started something. And the meaning of that still is Allah Ta'ala has kept it to himself. For us to ponder, okay, there are a lot of things where we do not know the meaning and Allah Ta'ala knows all the meanings of everything. Right? So after that, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ ذَلِكَ, it means that, and we had discussed why it is not this and it is that. Dalika means that. Dhalikal kitab. So Dalika and Al Kitab makes it that book. So Al Kitab means the book, but Dhalikal Kitab would mean that book. Okay, so it is a specific book and it becomes definite because of that. Dhalikal Kitab. La Roib. La, we already know La means no. Roiba means doubt. Doubts mean Roib. Ro, ya, and ba. Roib. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. Fihi is in it. Right? So here, actually, it indicates the kitab. So we have already, I've discussed this in nouns also, that everything when a noun is there, it is already defined on whether it is a masculine or feminine. So with this kitab, who, we know that kitab is a masculine. So you will get clues like this. If you do not know from before what the grammatical gender is, you will have the who will indicate, okay, the kitab is masculine in Arabic. So every language has its flavor. So gender and all is decided by the language itself. We cannot decide it. So ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. That book, no doubt in it. Huda. Huda here is a noun with two as Hudan. Hudan lil muttaqeen. Hudan, guidance. Lil muttaqeen. Li is for lillahi. Alhamdulillah. So li is for Hudan lil muttaqeen. Muttaqeen, the pious ones, the God conscious ones, the people of taqwa. So it is a guidance for people of taqwa. Now Allah Ta'ala is defining who these people of taqwa are. We have seen alladhi is for a singular and alladhina is for plural. So alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaib. Alladhina, all those who yu'minuna, believe. In what? Be in al-ghaib, bil ghaib. So alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaib. So they are the ones who believe in the ghaib. So believing in the ghaib is a part of the taqwa. وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, and they establish yuqimuna, all those who establish as-salah, the prayer. So this is the other sifat that Allah Ta'ala is giving, or other adjective or description of the people who are muttaqin. الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, and وَمِمَّا, and we have seen mimma is min plus ma. Min plus ma is mimma. It becomes idgham. The noon gets, the noon is a noon sakin, that's why there's an idgham there, and that's why it is pronounced as mimma, and the noon is not written here. So this, but dissecting it out means that it is min plus ma. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ رَزَقْنَا, we gave provision. So here Allah Ta'ala is talking to the Prophet ﷺ and defining who the muttaqeen are, and in that Allah Ta'ala is saying they are the ones who spend. يُنْفِقُونَ مِمَّا رَزَقْنَا, we have spent on, we have provided them. رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, they spend. نَفَقَ يَنْفَقُ, يُنْفِقُ, أَنْفَقَ يُنْفِقُ, and يُنْفِقُونَ is the plural of that. أَنْفَقَ يُنْفِقُ, to spend. And yunfikuna, all those who are spending and will spend. We have also seen that present tense and future tense in Arabic means the act is being done now or will be done by people in future. That's the beauty of the Quran, and that's the beauty of the language. Why Allah Ta'ala selected this? Because it indicates things that are now and the things of the future as well. Also, it goes on to define وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ, and all those who يُؤْمِنُونَ, believe. In what? Bima, be in ma what? Bima unzila ilayka, in whatever is being sent to you. Now here the translation last time also discussed. Actually, it is a passive verb. Unzila is passive, but the translation return is sent down, because Allah Ta'ala was talking to the Prophet at that time, and that's why here it will be whatever is sent down ilayka, to you, because here the wahi was not completed. That's why Allah Ta'ala is saying whatever is being sent down to you and will be sent down to you. That's why your translation is sent down. But actually it is a passive verb. Unzila, whatever, or is sent down. Ilayka. Ilayka, that ka itself indicates that the whole sentence is being spoken to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wama unzila min qablik. And what? Wama unzila was sent down min qablik, before you. So before you has come, that's why the translation of unzila is in the second part, was sent down. Also we had seen last time. Wabil akhirati, and in the hereafter. Akhirah, hereafter. Hum yuqinun, they have yaqeen, they have strong belief, firm belief. Iman is belief, and yaqeen is a higher level of belief. Yaqeen is where you're sure of something, completely sure that this is going to happen, and then you start preparing for it in that way. So somebody who's already got a visa, US visa, and his ticket is ready, and tomorrow is going to fly, would have a different kind of preparation. So because he has yaqeen that everything is clear and he has to go tomorrow. So that is called yaqeen. And iman is okay, I will go sometime, so something like that. So iman and yaqeen. So we have to build our yakeens, and yaqeen in what? Al-akhirah. وَبِالْ آخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. So if we are having a firm belief in the hereafter, only then we will be working for the hereafter. So the beauty is that Allah Ta'ala has put yaqeen with the hereafter. Okay? Alhamdulillah. And then the last part again, it goes on to say, Ulaika, all those who, ala. Ala means on. Ala. Again, huda, the noun. Ala hudam min rabbihim. Hudan min rabbihim. But by pronunciation, according to the rules of tajweed, there is a tanween there on the hudan. That's why it will get idgham with mim. Hudam min rabbihim. Here again, min gets idgham with ra without a gunna. Min rabbihim. So they are on the guidance from their Rabb. وَأُولَٰئِكَ, and those who, whom they are. Al-muflihun. Muflihun is the people who are successful. Root word of that is falah, falah, and muflih. We already know is the is actually the active participle here, but we have not done the aflaha yuflihu. It's a different form. But just remember the word al-muflihun, the successful ones. That was the first 5 ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah. Then we go on to the 255th ayat, and the most important ayat of the Quran is the Ayatul Kursi. Most of us know the meanings. Few of them, few words are new, so we'll just go through that inshallah. Allahu la ilaha illahu. Allah, Allah. La ilaha, no ilah. Illallah, except Allah. We've seen ilaha here indicates any God, right? So ilahun should have been there, but ilaha indicates its absolute negation. La ilaha, it should be la ilahun. But la ilaha means there's absolutely no God except Allah. Al-Hayyu, the ever-living. Al-Qayyum, the sustainer and protector. Qayam rakhne wala. La ta'khuzu, la ta'khuzuhu. La ta'khuzuhu doesn't take him. The who here indicates Allah Ta'ala. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. So doesn't take him slumber or sleeping, right? So that's why ta'khuzu is used, because sinatun, you can see the ta marbuta there because it's feminine. That's why ta'khuzu is come. Otherwise, ya'khuzu also could have come. So la ta'khuzuhu sinatun wa la naum. Naum is sleep. It does not overtake him slumber or sleep. Lahu ma fis samawati. Lahu, for him. Ma fis samawati wal ard. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. मन ذल्लज़ी, who is the one who, कौन है वो जो, मन ذल्लज़ी यशफ़उ, जो शफाअत करे, who does intercession, इंदहु, with him, उसके नजदीक, अल्लाह के नजदीक कौन है जो शफाअत करेगा, जो इंटरसीड करेगा, इल्ला बिइज़्नी, except with his permission, इल्ला except बिइज़्नी, with his permission, इज़्न मतलब permission. यअलमु, यअलमु, he knows. Ma baina aydihim. Baina aydihim means, baina means between, yadun, aydihim means the plural of hands. So ma baina aydihim is plural of hands. So it means that what is before them, whatever is in front of your hands is what is before you. Ma baina aydihim wa ma khalfahum, and whatever is behind. Khalf means behind, and from that has come the word khalifa, successors. Wala yuhituna, and does not encompass, never encompasses. Bishay'in, shay, thing, with anything. Min ilmihi, from Allah is compassed on knowledge, He knows everything. So normally we know that Ayatul Kursi is recited for protection, and if we analyze the full, all these statements, it indicates the power of Allah, that Allah is not sleeping, and Allah doesn't get even a small slumber, and He has everything belongs to Him. So if somebody is belonging to something, then that person takes care of those things also. So وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنْ عِلْمِهِ إِلَّا بِمَا شَاءَ, except what He will. إِلَّا, except bima, with what sha'a, He will. Wasi'a, wasi'a means encompasses. Wasi hai, it is, or it is big, or has become, or Allah has already made it big. Wasi'a is a verb, right? So Allah has already made big. What? Kursiyuhu, His kursi has already been made wasi. Wasiyuhu kursiyus samawati wal ard. His chair encompasses, or is already encompassed, whatever is in the skies and the earth. Wala ya'uduhu, and he does not get fatigued, does not get tired. Hifdhuhuma, hifdhu, doing hifz of huma, of these two things, of what? Of the skies and the earth. Wahuwa al-aliyyul azim. Wa, and huwa, he, wahuwa al-ali, the high, and azim means great, most great. So this is the meaning of the words of the Ayatul Kursi we had seen last time, and as we discussed, it is something which is very important Ayatul Kursi for protection. And if you analyze the meanings, it indicates the kind of authority and the power that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has, and that He is not tired with protecting the things that He wants to protect. So it also indicates that this is the total control is in Allah Subhanahu wa Taala's hands. Alhamdulillah. So with that, we have completed the last time's Quranic first chapter of 20a. And then the grammar revision we are going to take all together. So we'll start from the 15th chapter, which we in fact had revised last time as well. But that will serve as a connecting point because verbs had started at that time. So, yeah. So Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This, inshallah, we progress to the revision part. So we are going to revise lessons 15 to 20, and they are on verbs. We had started with nouns and the hurf, but now the last part was the verb that we had started. So verb was fa'ala. Fi'l is the verb, and we have seen that verbs in Arabic are formed from three basic alphabets. So we took as a classical example fa'ala, means he did, because action is doing something, and that's why we use this fa'ala as a basic format for our understanding. We also had seen the verbs fataha, which means he opened, nasara means he helped, and daraba means he hit. These were some classical examples that we've taken. We had also seen sami'a. Inshallah, we will take all those. But yes, this slide just indicates that basic verbs are made up of 3 root alphabets. So in that, the other thing that we also saw that in these 3 alphabets, the first and the last alphabet is going to remain constant. In the sense, the fa, ain and lam. So only the ain kalima Arab is going to change. So ain could have either a fatha zabar, or it could have a zair kasra, or it could have a dhamma pesh. Right? These are the possible variations. This zabar of the fa kalima is always going to be a fatha, and this is always going to be a fatha. Okay? This is not going to change. Only the ain kalima could change. It is as fa'ala or karuma or sami'a. So this ain kalima Arab is the only thing that changes. Okay, so that also inshallah we would revise as we go ahead. And this is when we are taking the trilateral verb with 3 alphabets, it is meaning that it is a third person and past tense and masculine. So these are 3 things that it indicates when the verb is taken in the basic form. We also saw that verbs could be of 2 types. That is present perfect tense, the thing that is already done, which is called madhi in Arabic, and the imperfect tense, the things that is not yet done, being done or will be done. So we saw the ayat also. So that is a beauty, that thing that is being done now or which is going to be done in the future. And this is called as mudare. Mudare, that is imperfect tense. So we have a perfect tense which is already done, and imperfect tense which is being done or will be done or not completed yet. The third was imperative or amr. That also. So in the classical example of fa'ala, everything has got a zabar. Fa zabar fa, ain zabar a, and lam zabar la. Fa'ala, all fatha over it. And that indicates third person singular. He, that single man, did, has already done it. It is past tense. Fa'ala. And the PPI of that was hands at almost chest level and one finger indicating a third person. Fa'ala. And when it is plural, it will become fa'alu. All those men have done it. So it is a past tense. All those men have already done it. Fa'ala, fa'alu. And this is for the third person. For the second person, if you are talking to somebody across, the second person, fa'alta, you did. Plural will be fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu is for the first person, I did. Fa'alna, we did, right? So you should practice in such a way that it becomes very clear for you. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. That way, inshallah. Then we saw the present tense, and some examples were written there. But to put it simply, in the past tense, the things will come change in the end part, and in the present tense, the changes that happen will happen in the, if you see here, all these changes are happening in the behind. That's why they had drawn an aeroplane which is already flown off, and the changes, that is the smoke comes from behind. That's why this changes of the past tense are behind. Matlab ho chuka hai, right? So just a simple way to remember how it happens. And in the present tense, it is going to be in the front. So with the example that was given was, there's an aeroplane that is coming down and you are able to see the nose of are going to be in the front part. So if you see here, ya, ta, alif, ta, and noon, all this is changing in the front part. Right? And the plural is waw noon, that is only changed behind. Okay. So with this, we'll just practice this present tense. So yaf'alu, yaf'alu means that single man. So for present tense, we are taking it at eye level. So yaf'alu, he does, which means he is doing or he will do. That man is doing something or he will do something. Yaf'alu. And the plural will be yaf'aluna. Wow noon is added. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Right? When it comes to the second person, a ta is added. So taf'alu means you are doing or you will do. Taf'aluna, this wow noon is added. So taf'alu, taf'alu. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna. You have to memorize this, keep repeating it, keep writing it. Inshallah, that will help you and you'll be able to memorize it. So the first person is going to be af'alu, I do, naf'alu, we do. Okay, so yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu. Af'alu means I do, I am doing or I will do. Naf'alu means we are doing or we all will do. So as we said, in the past tense, things get attached behind. In the present tense, things get attached in the front. So this is the difference in the present tense and the past tense.
तो सर वो क्या है beyond on the right side tawfiquna yasir yasiru.
That last time also told that is the example to remember it easily. It is like you see a friend Yasir who is there. That ya, you will remember that the present tense is you have to take a ya. And so that's why they've done Yasir Yasiruna, which means that Yasir you're talking to one single Yasir who's doing something. Yasiruna means all plural. And then for somebody who's in front of you, you consider your friend Tawfiq is in front of you and you're talking to him. Yasir is somewhere far away and Tawfiq is in front. Just to remember the ta and ya difference. But I think that led to confusion. That's why I did not take it last time also. And ana af'alu, so that's why that alif and alif, just to make remembrance that ana af'alu and nahnu naf'alu. Na or noon of the nahnu means plural. So that's how they are wanting to make you remember. So Yasir, Yasiruna, Tawfiq, Tawfiquna. So just that wow noon is added. And ana af'alu and nahnu naf'alu. But I think that would make it more confusing. So that's why I have not taken that. Right. So as we saw in the past, as you see, the plane is already going. If you see this lower part, there is an aeroplane made here, and the plane is already flown off, and that's why it is leaving its effects behind. That is the reason the changes that are happening in the past tense are in the end of the word. The smoke that the aeroplane is leaving behind is the past tense. And for the present tense, the aeroplane is coming down. So we have changes of ya, ta, alif, and noon. Right? Ya, ta, alif, and noon will be added in the front. That indicates that there is this is the present tense. So if you have any word coming with a ya or a ta in the beginning, and if it's a verb, then you know that it is present tense. So this is how you differentiate the past tense from the present tense. Right? And as you've already seen, this is fa'ala singular, fa'alu plural, fa'alta singular, second person, the person in front of you. Fa'alta मतलब आपने किया था. Fa'altum आप सबने किया था. Fa'altu मैंने किया था. Fa'alna हमने किया था. And yaf'alu yaf'aluna. Taf'alu आपने किया, आप कर रहे हैं या आप करेंगे. Taf'aluna आप सब कर रहे हैं, आप सब करेंगे. Af'alu मैं कर रहा हूँ या मैं करूँगा. Naf'alu हम सब कर रहे हैं, हम सब करेंगे. So you have to keep repeating it to get it right and to at least fit it in your brains that what word to use when, inshallah. After that, in Mudare, we saw that as we saw in the Mudare, it is either being done or it will be done. So if it is going to be done soon, immediately, then it is called Saufa, right? It should mean that कुछ time में होगा. It's not very soon. So बोलेंगे हाँ मैं करता हूँ ये, और मतलब मैं अभी करता हूँ. So that will be seen. Saufa means that thing we will do in some time. Saufa naf'alu, okay, we will do. And if I say sanaf'alu, means I am going to do it immediately. So in no time. So much less time that we don't even have time to say saufa. मैं करूँगा saufa नहीं, मैं कर रहा हूँ अभी, या अभी almost कर रहा हूँ, something like that. So very soon. So in English will be saufa would mean soon and sa would mean very soon. This saufa and sa will come in front of the present tense verb. Okay, so we'll take some examples and see. So saufa yaf'alu means soon he will do. अभी करेगा वो, थोड़े टाइम में करेगा. सौफ यफअलून अभी कुछ टाइम में करेंगे. सौफ तफअलू कुछ टाइम में आप करोगे. सौफ तफअलून कुछ टाइम में आप सब करोगे. सौफ अफअलू कुछ टाइम में मैं करूंगा. सौफ नफअलू कुछ टाइम में हम सब करेंगे. तो सौफ इंडिकेट्स कि हम कुछ टाइम में वो काम करने वाले हैं. It would in Urdu mean हाँ मैं करूँगा, and the sir, if it is added, मैं अब भी करता हूँ, मैं अब भी करता हूँ, मतलब I have not started doing it but I am going to do it immediately. So sayaf'alu means I am अभी मैं करने ही वाला हूँ, so अभी वो करने ही वाला है. sayaf'alu is for the third person. So sayaf'alu अभी वो करने वाला है, sayaf'aluna अभी वो सब करने वाले हैं, sataf'alu अभी आप करने वाले हो, sataf'alun अभी आप सब करने वाले हो, sa'af'alu अभी मैं करने वाला हूँ, sanaf'alu अभी हम सब करने वाले हैं. So this is the present tense with saufa and sa. Saufa means soon and sa means very soon. So with this, we come to the imperative or amr, which is the order. Order can be of two things, two ways. Order could be asking somebody to do something, and it could be asking somebody to not do something also. So that is also a negative order or a prohibitory order. One is an order asking somebody to do something, and nahi would mean किसी को नहीं करना, ये मत करो. So that is in Arabic called nahi. Nahya anil munkar comes from the same word. So amr is order and nahi means no. So for the TPI we have done amr like this, singular amr, do, and nahi we have said don't do. So like this, our hand will go like that on the sides. Okay. So with that, the same pattern of fa'ala, we saw if al, right? Order is to the second person, सामने वाले इंसान से बात करते हैं. So if al, तुम ये करो. If alu, तुम सब करो. La taf'al, you don't do, तुम ये मत करो. La taf'alu, तुम सब ये मत करो. Right? So this is how the pattern of order and negation goes. If alu, la taf'al, la taf'alu. Okay, so with that we come to the whole revision of whatever we did till now with the verbs, and this is the crux of the thing. Again, fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they all did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we all did. This is past tense. Present tense, our hand will go up. That we are doing. Yaf'alu, he is doing, or he will do. Yaf'aluna, they all are doing, or they all will do. Taf'alu, you are doing, or you will do. Taf'aluna, you all are doing, or you all will do. Af'alu means I am doing, or I will do. Naf'alu, we all are doing, or we all will do. If'al, do. If'alu, you all do. La taf'al, don't do. La taf'alu, you all don't do. So this is a comprehensive table of the whole thing. And with this, we have taken some, we'll take some spoken Arabic also. So this is first part is ordering somebody to do something, and the answer, the person across is answering, so far of alu, okay, I will, soon I will do it. Right? So Brother Saad, you can unmute your mic and we can have a spoken.
Yes.
If'al.
Sofa of alu.
If'alu.
Sofa naf'alu.
MashaAllah. So when the order is in singular person, if'al, the answer is going to be af'alu. And if the order is for plural, if'alu, then the answer is sawfa naf'alu. So plural and singular, that's the only difference, right? So just to highlight that part, I'll just make a circle around it. So when the question is for a singular, if'al, you are seeing a sukoon here, and the answer is af'alu. Right, so the rest part remains same. That is the answers. And if alu, sawfa naf'alu. Okay, so with this we take another verb with the order of the words fataha, fataha, iftah, iftahu, you all open. Iftah, iftahu, you open, you all open. Fatah, don't open. Lahu, you all don't open. Okay? So ha is a little difficult to pronounce. Practice the ha, that it should come from the halak. So iftah, iftahu, la taftah, la taftahu. With this, we can take the verb fataha and do the conjugation of that, or the gardan of that. Fataha, he opened. Fatahu, they all opened. Fatahta, you opened. Fatahtum, you all opened. Fatahtu, I opened. Fatahna, we all opened. And the present tense will be he will open. Yaftahuna, they all will open. Taftahu, you will open. Taftahuna, you all will open. Aftahu, I will open. Naftahu, we all will open. The order will be iftah, open. Iftahu, you all open. La taftah, you all don't open. La taftahu, you all don't open. Okay. Very simple, but we have seen it step by step. So if we go step by step and do the homeworks of each step by step, inshallah, all these concepts will become very clear. And as I always say, if you write, then you will inshallah never forget it. Question
Yes.
is iftah, open, and the answer is
سوف أفتح.
soon we will open. Soon I. Iftahu, you all open. And the answer is
سوف نفتح.
sawfa naftahu, soon we all will open. Right? So sawfa aftahu, soon I will open. Sawfa naftahu, soon we'll all will open. So this is like a dialogue also. So you can use these words. And once you know the pattern of the usage of words and the answers, then you can talk to each other. And that will be a way to communicate also. And you will increase in your vocabulary and confidence in speaking. With that, we come to the word ja'ala, and then we'll be making the order of the word ja'ala. That is ij'al. Ij'al means to make. We are ordering somebody to make something. Ij'alu, you all make. La taj'al, you all don't make. La taj'alu, you all make. We know this, there's an ayah which says La taj'alu ma'allahi ilahan akhar. So don't make with Allah other ilahs. La taj'alu ma'allahi ilahan akhar. Okay. So once you know the words and you're confident, once you see those words coming in whatever you're reciting, you will be able to pick them up and get the meanings very fast immediately. That is what is the whole purpose of the class. We will make the full gardan of the word ja'ala. Ja'ala. Now I think I'll do it in Urdu so that you get a feel in Urdu also, because some people wanted Urdu. Ja'ala, उसने बनाया. Ja'alu, वो सबने बनाया. Ja'alta, आपने बनाया था. Ja'altum, आप सबने बनाया था. Ja'altu, मैंने बनाया था. Ja'alna, हम सबने बनाया था. That is the past tense. The present tense, yaj'alu, वो बना रहा है. Yaj'aluna, वो सब बना रहे हैं. Taj'alu, आप बना रहे हैं. Taj'aluna, आप सब बना रहे हैं. Aj'alu, मैं बना रहा हूं. Naj'alu, हम सब बना रहे हैं. Order will be ij'al, बना. Ij'alu, सब बनाओ. La taj'alu, तुम सब मत बनाओ. Okay? So that is the full conjugation. So just the words are repeated. The formula remains the same. The meanings will change according to the basic word.
था नहीं आएगा ना सर?
हाँ.
ये जो पास्ट टेंस है ना, उसमें उर्दू में था नहीं बोलना चाहिए. चाला, उसने बनाया.
नहीं, उसने
था बोलेगा तो कान आएगा.
हाँ, कान आएगा, बट जस्ट कंफर्म करने के लिए कि पास्ट टेंस है.
उसने बनाया.
उसने
सबने बनाया. आपने
okay,
बनाया. आप सबने बनाया. मैंने बनाया.
था, मैंने इसलिए ऐड किया. कंफर्म होने.
हाँ, करेक्ट.
कान डालेंगे तो वो बराबर हो जाएगा, बट वो फिर कंफ्यूजन लोगों को पड़ जाएगा जब वो कंफर्म करने के लिए.
ठीक है.
With this we go ahead and the help, we'll take the word nasara, and the order of that will be unsur, help. Unsuru, तुम सब ला तंसुर मत करो, don't help. ला तंसुरु, तुम सब मदद मत करो, don't, you all don't help. Okay? So जैसे we see कि just one word indicates so many things. La tansuru, we are ordering, or that you all don't help. There are a lot of people. Plural is negation, negative order. Just one word indicates so many things. So if we just translate la tansuru, so it means all of you all do not help. Right? So there's like a full sentence, but in Arabic you just have two words indicating the whole thing. That's the richness of the language of Arabic. We'll take the full gardan for the word nasara. Nasara, helped. Nasaru, they all help. Nasarta, you help. Nasartu, you all help. Nasartu, I helped. Nasarna, we all help. Right? So this is past tense. And present tense is Yansuru, he is helping or he will help. Yansuruna, we all are helping. They all are helping or they all will help. Tansuru, you are helping or you will help. Tansuruna, you all will help, or you all are helping, or you all will help. Ansuru, I will help, or I'm helping, or I will help. Nansuru, we will help, or we all will help. And the order will be unsur, help. Unsuru, you all help. Tansur, you don't help. Tansuru, you all don't help. Right? So that is a plural and singular. The waw and the alif is added, indicating plural. Here also, the waw and alif is added, indicating plural. So basically, what you have to identify is these things where you will be able to know what it is, whether it is order or whether it is for singular or plural. So as you see here, this waw alif indicates the plural. This space here indicates that this is order. And la tansur, again, this sukun here indicates that it is an order. And the plural is again waw alif is added, indicating the plurality. So each thing has got some meaning and we have to identify that. And as we are going step by step, one thing one needs to remember, it will be easier for you to identify these things as they come along. Sure. Right, so with that we go to the next spoken Arabic part, and in the same way we will be using the word nasara like we did fataha. So unsur means
Sofa ansuru.
sawfa ansuru, soon I will help. Unsuru,
Sofa nansuru.
ansuru, and when it is unsuru, then I will say sawfa nansuru. Just repeat it so that the vocabulary better for you. Now we're just adding the done. Uns help Zaid. Zaid is object here. That's why we are putting two zabars on Zaid. Unsur Zaidan. And the answer is
Sofa ansuru Zaidan.
right. Mashallah. Unsuru Zaidan. You all help Zaid.
Sofa nansuru Zaidan.
MashaAllah. So you have just added Zaid as an object to the same words that we practiced before. The other word that we'll take is Zakara, and the order of that will be Uzkur, you remember. Uzkuru, you all remember. La Tazkur, don't remember. La Tazkuru, you all don't remember. Right? So this is the Amr and Nahi of the word Zakara, and then we'll take the full past tense, present tense, and order of conjugation. Zakara, he remembered. Zakaru, they all remembered. Zakarta, you remembered. Zakartum, you all remember. Zakartu, I remembered. Zakarna, we remembered. Okay. The past tense. In the present tense, it will be Yadhkuru, he remembers or he will remember. Yadhkuruna, they remember or they all will remember. Tadhkuru, you remember or you all will remember. Kuruna, you all remember or you all will remember. Adhkuru, I remember. Nazkuru, we all remember or we all will remember. The order of that is Uzkur, remember. Uzkuru, you all remember. La tazkur, do not remember. La tazkuru, you all do not remember. Right? So the words, just the words are changing, the formula is all the same. But the more you practice, the more confidence, inshallah, you will get. The same we'll take it to the word zakara uzkur. Also, you can come uzkur. Remember, you're telling to a single person. Answer is
So, سوف أذكر.
mashallah. And when we say uzkuru,
سوف نذكر.
so we all will remember, right? Inshallah, we all are remembering, and inshallah, we all will remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's what the second sentence is. Uzkurillah. Answer is
سوف أذكر الله.
uzkuru.
سوف نذكر الله.
So yeah, just remember that we have to be very attentive when we are listening also. There's a very little difference, uzkurillah, but here we are seeing a zair because Allah's al is coming after that. That's why instead of uzkur, we are saying uzkurillah, uzkurillah. Okay, and when it's plural, it is uzkurullah. Here the Allah Ta'ala will be pronounced with a pur, Allah, and here because of the zair here, it will be pronounced normally. So, uzkurillah, the answer is sawfa azkurullah. And the for plural it is uzkurullah, sawfa nadhkurullah. So all of them will be with a pur or rounding of the mouth when we are pronouncing the lam of Allah. That's lam jalala. But in this, because there is a zair here, we are pronouncing it as uzkurillah. We are not pronouncing Allah. We are pronouncing Allah. Uzkurillah. Okay, this is the part of pronunciation. And if you are focused on the pronunciation also, then while listening also, you will be able to pick up these differences better. Right? So with that, we saw 4 types of words or 4 patterns of verb. As I told you before, there is the ain kalima which changes. And according to the change in this ain kalima, we have these 4 patterns that can come. Here it is fatha or zabar in the past tense of the ain kalima and the present tense of the ain kalima. Rest is according to the formula. Yaftahu. Right? So the other examples of this fataha. So this goes by the name bab fataha. That's why this fa is there. Bab fataha means all the verbs that will form in this pattern where we have a zabar in the past tense and a zabar in the present tense. Right? And the order of that is always going to be with a kasra. If so, fa'ala, yaf'alu, if'al, ja'ala, yaj'alu, ij'al. We when in the past tense zabar, and in the present tense we have a dhamma or a pesh. Okay. So nasara yansuru, and the order is unsur. So pattern of this, we have 3 verbs: khalaqa, yakhluqu, created, he is creating, and create order. So these words we are taking together: present tense and order. Khalaqa, yakhluqu, ukhluq. Okay. And zakara, yadhkuru, uzkur. Zakara, he had remembered. Yadhkuru, he is remembering. Uzkur, you remember. Okay. Abada, he had worshipped. Ya'budu, he is worshipping. U'bud, okay. So with this, we'll take the word abada. We will see that worship. U'budu, all worship. La ta'budu, you all don't worship. La ta'budu, you all don't worship, right? So we know for again the same thing as in la taj'alu ma'allahi, the same thing. La ta'budu shaitan, la ta'budu shaitan, don't the shaitan, don't be abid of shaitan. With that we'll take the word abada. उसने इबादत किया, अवदू, वो सब ने इबादत की. अबत्त, आपने इबादत की. अबत्तुम, आप की. अबत्तु, मैंने किया. अबदना, हम सब ने इबादत किया. Here what is happening is the dal and the ta is getting idgham, and that's why the dal is not read, and we are pronouncing it as abatta. The dal is not pronounced. That's the past tense of abada, and the present tense ya'budu, वो इबादत कर रहा है या करेगा. याबुदूना, वो सब इबादत कर रहे हैं या सब इबादत करेंगे. ताबुदू, आप इबादत कर रहे हैं या आप इबादत करेंगे. ताबुदूना, आप सब इबादत कर रहे हैं, आप सब इबादत करेंगे. आबुदू, मैं इबादत कर रहा हूँ या मैं इबादत करूंगा. नाबुदू, हम सब इबादत कर रहे हैं या हम सब इबादत करेंगे. And the order is उबुद, इबादत करो. उबुदू, आप सब इबादत करो. ला ताबुद, आप इबादत मत करो. ला ताबुदू, आप इबादत मत करो. And another verb if we take खलqa, उखलुक, बनाओ, create. उखलुकू, आप सब पैदा करो, क्रिएट करो. ला तखलुक, आप मत क्रिएट करो. ला तखलुकू, आप सब मत क्रिएट करो. खलqa, he created. खलqू, they all created. खलqता, you created. खलqतुम, you all created. खलqतु, I created. खलqना, we all create. यखलुकू, he creates, he will create. यखलुकूना, they all create, they all will create. तखलुकू, you create. तखलुकूना, you all create. अखलुकू, I create. नखलुकू, we all create. I would just everybody repeat your mic and we have practice with me. Your also gets done. Create. أخلقوا, all create. لا تخلقوا, you all create. So since Allah Ta'ala is the creator, so we will not practice the amr of this and the nahi of this. We know the meaning of the word in, insha, in means if, right? That was just a small revision, and now we can come to the word daraba. So I want you all to be ready with your hands and try to practice the TPI also along with me. Though we don't want too much clamor, that's why the mics can remain muted, but just practice with me. And just try to internalize the meanings of it. We have taken the meanings before, so we just now going to take the verbs only. Right? So I'll just say the verb, the past tense first, and the present tense, and then the order. Past tense, daraba. You all think about the meaning. The daraba means he hit. Usne mara. Daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtum, darabtu, darabna. Right? So that the meaning should be very clear whenever you are doing this. Yadribu, yadribuna, tadribu, tadribuna, adribu, nadribu. Now the order: idrib, idribu, la tadrib, la tadribu. Okay? So just keep practicing with me so that inshallah we have a lot of work to cover and we're going to be repeating this again and again. Now we take the order of idrib. This we've already taken. So we will now take the spoken and Brother Sadiq can come. Here again, first we are going to say order singular idrib, and then we are going to be ordering plural idribu. Answer is going to be adribu and nadribu. So idrib,
سوف أضرب
idribu.
سوف نضرب.
Right. So, but just by listening to it, you should be able to understand that there's a singular order, plural order, and the answer is of singular or plural. That is the whole idea of reading this exercise again and again. So now, daraba means to hit.
سوف أضرب الكرة.
idribul kurah.
سوف نضرب الكرة.
Right? So the answer and question are same, just the word al-qura is added. So you can add any noun to the verbs that we already know and change the sentences. That to come, we come to the other word. Sami'a means he listened. Suna. Sami'a, suna, sami'u. उन सब ने सुना. समि'ता, आपने सुना. समि'tum, आप सब ने सुना. समि'tu, मैंने सुना. समि'ना, हम सब ने सुना. This is the past tense. Present tense is yasma'u, वो सुन रहा है या वो सुनेगा. यस्मऊना, वो सब सुन रहे हैं या वो सब सुनेंगे. तस्मऊ, आप सुन रहे हैं या आप सब सुनेंगे. ऊना, आप सब हैं, आप सुनेंगे. अस्मऊ, मैं सुन रहा हूँ या मैं सुनूंगा. नस्मऊ, हम सब सुन रहे हैं या हम सब सुनेंगे. या मुदारे, और इसका ऑर्डर होगा इस्मा, सुनो. इस्माऊ, आप सब सुनो. So if I'm telling you all, the order will be isma'u, आप सब सुनो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. Isma'u. La tasma, don't listen. La tasma'u, आप सब मत सुनो. So with this we'll again practice the spoken. Isma,
سوف أسمع.
isma'u.
سوف نسمع.
So with that now we will put Quran in front. Is because Ismail Quran.
سوف أسمع القرآن.
Here, because this Asma'u has a pesh, we are not saying Asma'il Quran, we are saying Asma'ul Quran. But here there is a sukun which is converted to a scale. Isma'ul Quran.
سوف نسمع القرآن.
Right? So, the differences that you have to note here again are that Asma'u, here is a zabar, and when it becomes Isma'u, this wow is written, but it is not being pronounced because there is no Arab on it. So it will be Isma'ul Quran. And here it is Asma'ul Quran. So just this zabar and zair indicates the difference in the words. When you're listening, you might feel you have to focus on this difference. Ismail Quran, answer is Sawfa Asma'ul Quran. And the next question, Isma'ul Quran. So Isma'u is the order and Asma'u is first person. Isma'u and Asma'u. Right? You can see my TP I'm doing. Isma'ul Quran. Isma'ul Quran. You all listen to the Quran. And when the answering in Asma'ul Quran. So difference of Zabar and Zayn. This is very important, and that's why we have to keep repeating ourselves and repeating so that these are not missed and we are able to understand the differences in words also. Okay, so with that we go to another word. Alima means he knew. Alima, alimu. Alimta, alimtum. Alimtu, alimna. Ya'lamu, ya'lamuna. Ta'lamu, ta'lamuna. A'lamu, na'lamu. I'lam, i'lamu. La ta'lam, la ta'lamu. Okay? The more you practice, the more easy it will become, and different words you'll not find difficult. Ain is practice. Allah will make it easy for you. So in the later thing, I'm not translating. I'm just telling the words so that you all can able to. You should be able to perceive what is the meaning. La ta'lam, la ta'lam. Right, and the other word is amila. So these both and only sami'a. Sami'a yasma'u, alima ya'lamu, amila ya'malu. Right? So we practice amila now. Amila, amilu, amilta, amin. Past tense. Present tense. Ya'malu, ya'una. Ta'malu, ta'malu, a'malu, na'malu. Order. La ta'mal. La ta'malu. Okay? So this is the order of it. So again the order. I'mal. I'malu. La ta'malu. So this again, we have seen this fa'ala. I'll not go through this slide. We'll go to the next one. So we have covered these styles or styles of the verbs, and we have seen the present tense, past tense, and order. In that, pesh, unsur. All the others have a so fa'alu, if'al. Yaj'alu, ij'al. Nasara, ينصر انصر خلق يخلق اخلق ذكر يذكر اذكر عبد يعبد اعبد. In Bab Dwaraba, we have another verb which is Ghafara, means he forgave. So Dwaraba, Yadribu, Idrib. Ghafara, Yaghfiru. Okay, so this is the other word example for the Dwaraba. Sami'a, we have already seen. Sami'a, Yasma'u, Isma'. Alima, Ya'lamu, I'lam. Amila, Ya'malu, I'mal. Okay, so just a little tongue twisters, alima and amila, but you have to be careful while listening and careful while saying also. To remember these four, Nasra, Fataha, Nasra, Daraba, Sami'a, in this shortcut, if you open the Quran Fataha, Allah will help you Nasara, otherwise you will be hit Daraba, therefore listen, Sami'a. Then after we saw how to make the active participle. Active participle is the doer of action, kaam karne wala. Right? So fa'ala means he did. Fa'il means the doer of action, kaam karne wala, fa'il. And the TP of that is this, fa'il. As if you're giving something, you're doing some good action, fa'il. The one who is affected is maf'ul, and the TP of that is like this with the hands up, who's accepting that coin. So fa'il, maf'ul, and the act itself is fi'il. Right? So act, whatever work that is there, that work is the fail. And that is defined already with all verbs. Plurals we have already seen. Muslim becomes Muslimuna, Muslimina. Fa'il becomes Fa'iluna and Fa'ilina. Maf'ul, Muslimun, Fa'ilun, and Maf'ulun. Right, so just a little spoken will come back to. Hal anta fa'ilun, are you a doer of action?
نعم أنا فاعل.
أنتم فاعلون.
نعم نحن فاعلون.
As we singular indicates a single person, and the answer is and the fa'il will remain the same. When it is plural antum instead of anta, it becomes fa'iluna, plural, and we use nahnu, and we have to use fa'ilun, right? So whenever it is a singular, you have to use something that is going to be single, and whenever it is in plural, you have to use everything plural. You have to remember that whenever a sentence is in the masculine, it's feminine, everything will be feminine. Whenever it is singular, everything will be singular. Whenever it is dual, everything will be dual. Whenever it is plural, everything will be plural. So we'll take the word Fataha and make these things. Fatih is the opener, the one who opens. Maftuh, that is the thing that is opened. And Fath is the action of opening. Fatih Makkah, Makkah's opening means Makkah was opened for the believers. Fatih is the one who for example, the city that was opened. Makkah, the city was opened, that was Maftuh. So the same question answer will come back to again. Mafatih, are you the opener of a masjid? Alhamdulillah, inshallah. Al anta fatih, are you the opener? So answer is going to be
نعم أنا فاتح.
Na'am, ana fatih. Yes, I am the open. Open. Because that's
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
आप कर लीजिए फिर. هل المسجد المفتوح؟ هل المسجد مفتوح؟
نعم مسجد مفتوح.
نعم مسجد مفتوح.
المسجد
The mosque
المفتوح.
is open. Alhamdulillah. So hal becomes hali because of the masjid. Hal in front of masjid. We say
المسجد مفتوح आएगा या मफ्तूहन आएगा?
हाँ हालत है एक्चुअली, बट यार अभी वो हालत ली हुई नहीं है ना, सो दैट्स व्हाई यहाँ पे मफ्तूह ठीक रहेगा, मफ्तूहन होना चाहिए बिकॉज वो हाल है, तो यहाँ पे हम सेम ही रख रहे हैं, मफ्तूहन ही रख रहे हैं. कर the one who is ja'il, ja'ala make, ja'il maker, ja'ilun, that is ja'ilun is maker, ja'ilun maker, the one who makes, maj'ul the thing that is made, and ja'al the process of ja'il, maj'ul. هل أنت جاعل؟
نعم أنا جاعل.
هل أنتم جاعلون؟
نعم نحن جاعلون.
So this is just indicating that we are the doers, or we are the makers of the thing. So singular will be ja'il and plural will be ja'iluna. Same way, Nasir, helper. Nasara, he had helped. Nasir, helper. Mansur, the one who is helped. Jiski Nasr. Because huwa Nasirun.
नाम हुआ
The answer is Naam huwa Nasir. Yes, yeah. But yeah, we are not come to the cases, so we'll just keep it at this. Here it is by mistakenly written as Nasirin, but it is not Nasirin, it's Nasirun only. So, hal huwa Nasir? Huwa Nasir.
नाम हुआ नासिर.
Anta
هل أنت منصور? نعم أنا منصور.
Yes, I am helper.
منصور.
So, Khalik is the creator, Makhluk is the creation, the one that is created, and the process of creation. Okay. So same way, Zakir is the one who remembers, Mazkur, the one who's remembered, Allah Ta'ala is Mazkur, and Dhikr is the remembrance of Allah. Hal
هل أنت ذاكر؟ نعم أنا ذاكر.
نعم أنا ذاكر. ذاكرون.
نعم نحن ذاكرون.
نعم نحن ذاكرون. We all worship of Allah. Abid, Abada is here worship, and the active participant is Abid, the one who worships. Ma'bud, the thing that is worship, and Ibadah, so worship. Okay. So, hal Abidun?
نعم أنا عابد.
MashaAllah. Tum Abiduna?
نعم نحن عابدون.
Right? The ذكر عبادة, ذكر عبادة, هل ذكر عبادة؟
نعم الذكر عبادة.
ما شاء الله. نعم الذكر. So these are all the same words learned, but we are trying to make sentences out of it so that you all can use it, and that we have spoken Arabic part, inshallah. So once you speak a language, you start thinking in it, and that is what we want to develop, inshallah. The next word is Darib, means the one who hits. Darib, the one who hits, hitter. The one who is hitting more sixes is the Darib. Darib, Madroob, the thing that is hit. The ball that is hit is Madroob. And Darb is the process of hitting. So Darib, Madroob, and Darb. Okay. So Hal Huwa Daribun, if you're hitting a ball in the cricket, so we are asking, is he a hitter? Is he the one who hits sixes all the time?
نعم هو ضارب.
نعم هو ضارب. هم ضاربون.
نعم هم ضاربون.
Alhamdulillah. With this we come to the word Sami'a. Sami'a means he had listened, and the one who listens is Sami'. Sami' is the one who listens. Masmu' is the one who is listened to. Sami is the listener and the masmu is the one who is listened to. And sam is the process of listening. So hal anta sami'un? And the answer is
نعم نعم أنا سامع.
mashallah. And if it is plural, hal antum sami'una?
نعم نحن سامعون.
Mashallah. So that is with the word sami'a. And now we can take the word alimun from alima, ya'lamu. Alimun. Alim, the one who knows, knower. Simple. One single word be knower. Alim we use for scholars of Islam. Alim, ma'loom, the thing that is known. Alim, ma'loom. And the process is ilm, knowledge. Ilm. Right? So alim, ma'loom, ilm. And we'll take the word amila. So amil, worker, the one who does. Ma'mul, the thing that is worked upon. Daily ma'mul, ye mera daily ma'mul hai. I do this every day. The thing, this work I do every day. So amil, ma'mul, and amal. Amil, ma'mul, amal. Okay. So with that we come to the feminine form. We know that fa'ala means he did, usne kiya, fa'ala. So huwa fa'ala here means she, here means she. So huwa fa'ala, hiya fa'alat. Huwa fa'ala, hiya fa'alat. The color is pink and purple to indicate the feminine part. So and a huwa is added to show. We need not write huwa because fa'ala itself indicates that it is for single person. So fa'alat also we did not write here fa'alat all the time, but just for our understanding, we are saying huwa fa'ala, here fa'alat. When you're saying fa'alat, it already means there's a feminine and she's doing it. We did not write it separately again. This is past tense. Huwa fa'ala, here fa'alat. Present tense is huwa yaf'alu, here taf'alu. So ya becomes ta. So taf'alu is for second person singular also, and third person female also. Same word taf'alu is used. So in that gardan or the patterns, we'll take the feminine form also. So fatahat, fataha, huwa fataha, here fatahat. Huwa nasara, here nasarat. Huwa daraba, here darabat. Huwa sami'a, here sami'at. And in the present tense, huwa yaftahu, here taftahu. Huwa yansuru, here tansuru. Huwa yadribu, here tadribu. Huwa yasma'u, here tasma'u. So just have a revision of this. Brother Saad, you can unmute your mic and we can practice this. I will say the first part and then you can say the second part. Right? So I'll say fataha, you can say fatahat. Fataha,
فتحت.
fatahat. Nasara,
نصرت.
نصرت.
daraba,
ضربت.
ضربت.
darabat. So the TPI, you can see my hands, how they are moving. So that will also make you a little aware of their feminine is the left hand you have to take and the same action you have to do with a single finger, right? So
سمعت.
sami'at. This was the past tense. Fataha, fatahat, nasara, nasarat, daraba, darabat, sami'a, sami'at. So present tense, yaftahu,
تفتح.
taftahu. Yansuru,
تنصر.
tansuru. Yadribu,
تضرب.
tadribu. Yasma'u,
تسمع.
tasma'u. Right? So tasma'u is for feminine also and tasma'u will be for second person male also. So ta will come for second person or third person female. Both are the same words. With this, we had created a table of the fail, the past tense, the present tense, the order. And after that, we had taken active participle, passive participle, and the verbal noun. This is the table. And if we know one word from here, we can make the full gardan. If we know fa'ala, we can make fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. If we know yaf'alu, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'alu, taf'aluna. If you know if'al, we can say if'al, if'alu, la taf'al, la taf'alu. So just one word and all the others, if we know the pattern. So now we'll be just concentrating on the single words and we'll make 6 words out of this, right? So fa'al, tense, yaf'alu, present tense, if'al, order. Fa'il, maf'ul, and fi'l. If we write all together, it will become fa'ala, yaf'al, if'al, fa'il, maf'ul, fi'l. Right? So last three are nouns. This blue are nouns. These red are verbs. Madi, mudare, amr. फअला उसने किया, यफअलु वो कर रहा है या करेगा, इफअल करो. These are all verbs. फाइलुन इसम है, करने वाला, काम करने वाला. मफऊल जिसपे काम किया गया, ये भी इसम है, मफऊलुन. फिअलुन इसम है, काम करना. So nouns we know it will start with either al, or it will have tanween an in un, or it will have plural waw noon, ya noon, or at, or a feminine ta. So with this, as we see, al fa'ilun, fa'ilan, fa'ilin, al maf'ulun, maf'ulin, maf'ulun, al fi'lun, fi'lan, fi'lin. And for the feminine, we add this ta marbuta, fa'ilatun, and the plural of that will be fa'ilat. Maf'ul, feminine will be maf'ulatun, and the plural will be maf'ulat. Okay. So this way, if we know the these six, then we can make many more words from it. So fataha, yaf, iftah, fatih, aftuh. All this we have done, and we're just revising all this, but we're writing it all together. So if you know one word, we can have fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatahtum, fatahtu, fatahna, yaftahu, yaftahu, taftahu, aftahu, iftah, iftahu, la taftah, la taftahu, fatih, fatihuna, fatihina, fatihatun, fatihat, maftuhun, maftuhuna, maftuhina, maftuhatun, maftuhat, fath. Right? So all these words we can make from that single word fataha, and so many different words can be derived. Just that formulas we should know. We do with nasara, nasara, yansuru, unsur, nasir, mansur, nasr. So these six, if we know, inshallah, we will be able to make all the words. So we go to the other words. Daraba, yadribu, idrib, darib, madrub, darb. Yasma'u, isma', sami', masmu', sam. Right? So we can do this for any verb. Ja'ala, dhakara, anima. And instead of nasara, we can put nasara, nasartahu. We had put zaidan before in the previous when we had learned this. So hal tansuru zaidan means, do you help Zaid? The answer is
نعم أنصر زيد.
mashallah. And if it is plural, we'll say hal tansuruna zaidan, do you all help Zaid? And the answer will be
نعم ننصر زيدا.
نعم ننصر زيدا.
nansuru zaidan. Mashallah. So with this, instead of the Zaid, we are putting who. Right? We know who means third person and masculine. So hal tansuru who, do you help him? Tansuru who. Right? Hal tansuru who, do you all you help who? Him. Okay? Hal tansuru, answer is going
نعم
to be
أنصره. نعم أنصره.
Naam ansuru who. Yes, I help him. Instead of Zaid, we are using who. Okay? Who means him. So if a lot of people are going to help, Hal tansuruna who, are you all going to help him? This him could be anything, but instead of Zaid, we are using the word who. So Hal tansuruna
نعم
who.
ننصره.
Right. So this is the difference, is just that
نعم
Waw Noon
ننصره.
indicates here this Waw Noon indicates plural. Tansuruna, this indicates that it is a plural, and that's why the answer is going to be nansuru who, we all will help him. And here it is, tansuru is or third person feminine. So hal tansuru who could also mean, does she help him, or it could mean, do you help him. Both can be there, but depending upon the context that it is used, we have to either take it as a third person female or a second person male. Right? Both are in singular form. So now again, instead of tansurunahu, we can use any other pronoun. We use that. And with this, there is this ayat which I this slide didn't remove. This is a hadith which tells us that the higher rank in Jannah will be attained by the companion of the Quran who knows the Quran and is able to recite it and is reciting it distinctly with tartil. And the higher we are, the more we are able to recite, the more higher level we will reach. And we have discussed this last time. Padta ja, charta ja. The words in Arabic are an Abdullah ibn Umar. So Abdullah, the son of Umar ibn As, who's the son of As, radiallahu anhu, anhuma. May Allah be pleased with both of them. Anin Nabi, that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam called, said. Right? So now we are able to decide and understand the meaning of all the words. What did the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam say? Iqra, read. Wartaqi, and rise. Read and rise. Read and ascend. Kama kunta, like you were or like you used to. Turattilu, you used to recite Quran with tartil. Fit dunya, in dunya. Inna manzilataka, fa inna, then indeed, manzilata, your manzil, ka, manzilah, manzilataka, your manzil. In the, at the point or near, akhiri, last ayatin, taqra'uha, that you recite. So the last ayat that you are able to recite, we are not going to get masafs in our hand there. We are not going to get Quran in our hand to read and then reach to from Surah Baqarah to Surah Nas. So try to memorize as much as possible. Try to recite as much as possible so that you are able to recite. And Allah Ta'ala is saying, like you used to recite in the dunya. So if you're going to be reciting here, if you're going to be memorizing here, you will have something with you to carry. And this is the only thing that you can carry with you in the akhirah. No dirhams, no dinars are going to be helpful for us there. So we have to increase our akhirah balance. So to increase our akhirah balance, we have to memorize as many ayat as possible and in a good way. And Allah Ta'ala is saying rattilil Quran tartila, and the same word tartil is used as warattil kama kunta turattilu. You recite with slow and rhythmic way, the way you used to recite in the dunya. So with this, alhamdulillah, we have completed all the 20 hours, and the last revision was the last session, last 5 chapters revision that we took today. With this, as we were discussed, that we would take the homeworks, which a lot of you are not able to do, maybe because you are finding it difficult. So this is the chance for you. Just go through all that again in this 1 week. And inshallah, we will cover all that if it is possible in one class. If not in one class, at least in 2 classes. Inshallah, we will give this whole solution, and inshallah online I will just write those things also, so that you all people who are finding it difficult to write will also be able to inshallah see. So with this, I would ask everybody to go through that all the 20 sessions once more, so that when we are doing the revision class or the homework class, I would say, not the revision class, homework class next time, you all will be with the class. And inshallah, if you have missed any classes in between also, or some concepts you not understood while doing it in the class, inshallah, you will be able to get. Right. So with this, we have finished the revision of the last 5 sessions, and everybody, I would suggest just go back and go through, revise everything once, and we will take the homeworks inshallah in the next session. Any questions for today's revision? Then we are open for questions.
Sir, I want to ask about yuqinuna.
Yeah.
I missed it, I think. What
Okay.
is the past tense, or what is the present tense? No, from
Yeah.
past tense, present. It is present tense, no?
It is present
How it
tense.
is formed?
It is again in the mazid fi. The root words are yaqeen of
Yaqeen, no?
yaqeen. It is basically yaqeen.
Yaqeen only.
Yeah, yaqeen.
Yuqinun. Yuqinun.
Ya, qaf, and noon. But it is yuqinun that makes in aqana yuqin, like nafaqa.
What will be the wahid with this?
No, it is plural. It is
It
a
is
verb
plural.
and it is plural. So we have not taken that form. Inshallah, when we take the second book, we start the second book, all that is covered in that second book. So inshallah, we'll be able to take it at that time. But just for yuqinun, basically, it's to have yaqeen in something, is to have firm belief. One is iman, which is belief. And yaqeen is to have a belief with surety. Allah Ta'ala says, Ain al Yaqeen. You see it with your eyes and then you'll be saying, okay. It is like, if I give you an example, somebody says that it is rained outside because he sees that the floor is wet. Okay. So now he is thinking because it is wet, it does rain. But it is possible that somebody has put water and it is not rain. Right? But if somebody is actually seeing rain, then that is Ain al Yaqeen. That he's seeing that rain is falling and he's seeing that the rain is there. Right? So, uh, Atan al Yaqeen, and the Akhirah is Yaqeen. Allah Ta'ala says that when Yaqeen comes, so when insan is going to see the Jahannam and Jannat, that time he will be convinced कि ये सब है. But the whole point is to get convinced now. That's why in that ayat Allah Ta'ala is saying कि وَبِالْ آخِرَةِ hum yuqinun, and in the akhirah they have a firm belief, not that ठीक है आएगा दिखेंगे, मालूम नहीं है आने वाला है कि नहीं.
Trust.
Yeah, no, they are sure about it. They are firmly believing, means they are 100% sure that it is going to happen. Right? I gave you the example of the passport and visa. If somebody is applied for a US visa and he says, okay, ठीक है अभी मेरा visa लगेगा तब मैं जाऊंगा, it's like ठीक है, he has a belief that he will go. Okay. Now, if he's got his visa ready, he's got his tickets ready, passport is stamped, everything, and he has got a flight tomorrow. So now he's 100% sure. So with that 100% surety comes the amal of what? Then he'll start preparing his bags, he'll check the passport and he'll keep everything properly, कि सब बराबर है कि नहीं. If he's applied for the passport, he's like, ठीक है मेरा हो जाएगा शायद. Right? So that is like belief कि मेरा काम हो जाएगा. But when he gets it in his hand and he's going tomorrow, the kind of preparation that he does for that is different from when he's not got the visa. So that is, one is like an iman and one is like yaqeen, 100% that I'm going to go. So his preparation will be different. So are we having 100% yaqeen? If we have 100% yaqeen, then we'll be doing acts which will show that we have this yaqeen in the akhirah. But today, the kind of the way the world is going, we are having more trust and we are doing more works for this dunya rather than the akhirah. So the yaqeen in akhirah would mean that the amal will be like the amal of the akhirah. Right, so yuqinun inshallah we'll cover when we come to it. We have a separate session on that completely. So this first course was just to sort of make people realize that it's not so difficult. And as we saw, we just took Surah Baqarah, started Surah Baqarah after the 19 sessions, and we didn't find it so difficult. Only few words are there which were new, but more than 50% I would say we were able to sort of understand without a problem. So inshallah, now also whenever you're reciting the Quran, just try to be slow on it, try to analyze each word and understand each word, and with that inshallah you will be able to get it better and have better understanding also. And that would also have a revision of whatever we are doing in the class. Right, any other questions? Because this was a revision session, so any doubts, even if it is silly, just come out with it, and maybe that will help other people also.
Zalikal Kitabu means the book which is in Lohe Mahfuz.
Yeah, that was one interpretation. And the last time also, I think you were not there, but we had discussed on this. Zalikal Kitab it means that wo kitab. If I have to say, it indicates the importance of the book, in the sense that if I say कि ये किताब जिसमें कोई doubt नहीं है, it does not sound very emphatic. And I say ये वो किताब है जिसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. So that is a difference in the punch or the effectivity of the statement. One is saying that ये किताब में doubt नहीं है is a statement. Okay? And if I say ये वो किताब है जिसमें doubt नहीं है, so it is something like that. So that is one interpretation. The other interpretation, as you said, kitab in Lohe Mahfuz. That's why it is called Zalikal. Right. Any other questions anybody has, or comments, or any suggestions that we could take? Because next time will be the revision of the homeworks that people have. Some of them you have been doing, some of you have been missing.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You say that when you add sa, it is very soon.
Yes.
So sayaqul. So is that meaning of that also?
Yes. Sayaqul. Sayaqulu sufaha min an-nas. That is a Surah Baqarah, the second para. So soon, because there Allah Ta'ala is saying soon the people are going to say, because the Qibla was changed. So Allah Ta'ala is saying that soon they are going to say this. Same thing is, sir is the soon, very soon.
Jazakallah.
Yeah. So, mashallah, you picked up the right word in the right context, in the right thing. That is what we want actually. That whatever lessons are being told here, whatever ayats you know already, or whatever recitation you are doing daily, try to pick up those things in this. So now, if you see a sir in front of a verb in the present tense, you know that this is very soon. And sawfa means after some time. Kalla sawfa ta'lamun, thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Right? So there the akhira is going to come. So that's why Allah Ta'ala is not using the word sir there. Allah Ta'ala is using sawfa ta'lamun. You all will come to know. Thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamun. There again the word yaqeen comes. Kalla law ta'lamun ilma al-yaqeen. Hopefully you had this yaqeen. La tarawunna al-jahim, that you're going to see the fire. ثم لترونها عين اليقين. Then you're going to see with your own eyes and the eyes of yaqeen. Firm belief, because there you are not going to have doubt after seeing it with your own eyes. So something that you see with your own eyes, then you believe that that thing is there. So there in the akhirah, when you're going to see the Jahannam fire, you'll say you're going to believe it with your eyes. Now we have to believe it with our hearts. And as we said, saw in Surah Al-Baqarah, ذَلِكَ كِتَابُ اللَّهِ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. So we have to have the yaqeen in the ghaib and the yaqeen in the akhirah. So the soft words, these were the two soft words, and sir, you already said sayqulu sufaha. So that is very very soon, and sofa means soon. Pata chal jayega tumko, thode din mein pata chal jayega. But this for us it will be like a little more time, because that is going to be seen in the akhirah itself. Right. Any other questions? There are a lot of other basic things which normally in any grammar class starts before, like a simple nouns and sentence construction and mudaf ilayhi, all that. But all that has not been covered in this first session. That will be in the second book, inshallah. Simple sentence construction and all. We just had some spoken Arabic words, but sentence construction, nominal sentence, verbal sentence, all that, inshallah, will come in the second book.
In Surah also it has come, no? Sayalumun.
Sayalam. Yes. There are a lot of places this is coming. So that's what I want. Whatever you are doing in the class, just whatever you are doing a daily tilawa, there try to analyze those things and words that are coming. So if you're able to implement your knowledge, then that's the best way to sort of learn it and have it with you. Otherwise, you'll just forget it. भूल गया types. ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा.
But these are all in context of what is, I mean, of the situation that time, no? The people were making argument with the Prophet Sallallahu.
Correct.
And
but today also,
Allah Ta'ala,
today also, just analyze. Let's analyze ourselves. How much yaqeen do we have? If we have yaqeen in something, we'll start preparing for it easily. Once we know that, okay, I have to go tomorrow, I have to catch a flight tomorrow, I start preparing for it properly. Right? So are we having that yaqeen? Are we having that yaqeen that tomorrow we are going to stand in front of Allah Ta'ala? And are we doing our works according to that? We know everything. Quran has everything. But unless we keep reminding ourselves, we just forget it. So our yaqeen would be indicative of the actions that we are doing. If we have yaqeen, we'll act accordingly. If our yaqeen is less, then okay, I'm praying 5 times, okay. But if we have a yaqeen, then we'll start preparing for it. Right? So yeah.
I was telling about like use of sa and sawfa, like the sayaqulu. You said.
Yeah. There it was immediate. There they were going to see. Correct. So there they were going to see that immediately that the Yahudis were going to question this, that how your Qibla has changed suddenly.
Yeah.
So that was immediate. But here sawfa means it is
going to seen it.
Yeah.
In
so here it is going to
life
happen. कुछ देर में पता चलेगा आपको. Then it was immediately they are going to question the next. As soon as the ayat of the Qibla had come, or the change of Qibla had come, the Jews were going to ask you, what has happened now? Suddenly your Qibla has changed. So Allah Ta'ala is calling them fools. Sufha is fools, or people with lesser understanding. Sayaqulu sufha min nasi ma wallahun an qiblatahum allati kanu alayha. So that is a question that the Jews asked, that what is the thing that has changed the Qibla from what they were already on? And that's why they raised the question again, saying that whatever Salah you have done before is going to be invalid. But Allah Ta'ala cleared it in the other next ayat that no, whatever ibadah you have done before is not going to get invalidated. It is going to remain, because to Allah belongs the east and west both. لله المشرق والمغرب يهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. Right. So, Salman, Saad, you can make me the host again, so then I can stop this YouTube live session also. Anyone, any other questions anybody has? So, okay, Jazakallah. Right, any other questions? We have a few minutes, so another couple of minutes we can have for any other questions, comments. No questions? Okay. So, if there are no questions, then we can conclude today's session. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.